Doormat. Okay. Welcome to We Wine Podcast. We're your hosts, Maritza
and Melinda.
And today, guys, we're talking about a topic that I think a lot of you may relate to, because I know that we have, right, in the past. It's called Doormat, right? And you're probably thinking, like, what the heck, a doormat? Like, yeah. But it's feeling like a doormat where people walk all over you, take advantage of you. And I think as women, we have a tendency to always be that yes person.
Yeah.
Right?
I've been there.
Yeah, me too. All the time. I think I finally stopped being there, where I started setting boundaries.
Yeah, I think you were also a yes person.
Yeah,
for
all
sure.
the time. All the time. Because people would ask me a favor, I'd have 100 things going on, and I'd be like, sure, I'll add it to the list. And then
not everything would get done.
Oh yeah, it's that. Or I'd be worn down.
Yeah, and I do realize that with you, and you're still super busy, right? Because she's someone who likes to stay busy, which is fine, right? But it's when your family or you are coming second fiddle to everything and everybody else, and that is when it's a problem. And so you yourself have learned to say, wait a second, how does this work for me?
Benefit,
And that's what we're here to talk about today.
The power of no.
Try it, guys.
Seriously, because I feel like sometimes it's hard for someone, either from guilt or you feel bad, or you're like, ooh, they asked me this last time and I said no, maybe I should say yes. But power of no is powerful.
Once you learn no,
it's gonna fly off your tongue.
Oh my gosh, I don't feel guilty anymore.
Oh no.
I used to feel super guilty for saying no.
Yeah.
And no, I can't.
Yeah.
I think when I learned no was when I had a kid.
Oh.
When I really learned how to use.
Why? Because you were saying it no to her?
No. Yeah, no. Well, that one too, right? No, I just mean to everybody else, right? Yeah. Because when I didn't have a kid, right, that I didn't have someone to put first before myself, right?
Yeah.
And I put everybody else. And once I had my kid, I realized the importance of saying no to everybody else, but also giving myself the time.
Yeah.
To go get my mani and pedi.
Yes,
or
it's very important.
Self-care, or go get my hair done, or, just even sitting at home and letting I have this thing that exfoliates my face.
Oh, that's nice.
That. Just doing that at home, just giving myself some time.
Yeah, it's important.
And it's important because when you realize that you are always saying yes to somebody, even when you do not want to.
Yeah, because then it feels like a burden, and you don't feel happy. You know what I mean? For me, I literally found myself running around, all the time, trying to be PTO, anything for my kids' school. Yeah. Then at the end of the day, I come home and I'm burnt. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. And it's great. Listen, volunteering in your kids' school, it's great, but you don't have to say yes to everything.
No.
They literally give you a calendar for a reason for you to choose. And I was like, yeah. And then exactly. End of the year, I'm like, oh my gosh, I said yes to so many things.
And then you realize, it was funny because I remember one time sitting down and I was just like, oh, I really don't want to go. I feel like I have to go. Why? If you don't want to go, then why would you go?
Yeah.
And that's something that I've learned. And I'm just like, okay, I can learn how to say yes to some things and no to certain things.
The key is boundaries, right? You set your boundaries, and there's a book out there actually called Boundaries. I read that and it was so interesting because it does tell you, listen, if you say no, you're not in the wrong. You're genuinely taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
Because you have to set your boundaries for people, even in your family.
Oh, I know. Oh, that's where I had the boundaries, right? Because I'm like, oh, it's my family. I have to do it for them. And then they're not necessarily expecting it from you either, but it's just you feel that way, right? And then you want to do everything for them. But it's just learning to say, you know what, I can't.
Yeah,
today.
exactly.
I and it's not always that your family is expecting you to do all these things. They're just asking because they know they can rely on you, which is a good thing, right?
Yeah.
But you have to learn how to...
So, people, you have to learn how to say no, okay? That's our key today.
Exactly.
Oh.
So, yeah, so I know that you're someone that...
Oh, yeah, I was honestly, so, little backstory, right? I realized that I was always the yes person when my oldest daughter started having to see her dad, right? And I saw her being like, yes, 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 because she felt guilty to hurt his feelings. But I saw her miserable. And I think that was a reality check for me. That I was like, oh, she's learning that from me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm always saying yes to everybody. So I literally had to sit with her and talk with her. And I'm like, listen, it's okay. If you're not comfortable with something, you can say no.
Yeah.
Explain your no. It's fine. And then that gave her that strength to speak up.
Yeah.
And I told her, I was like, I literally said it. I was like, you don't want to be like me. I was like, because when you say yes to everyone, then you're not happy.
Yeah.
Because then you're missing out on taking care of you.
Absolutely.
And then that's where I saw like a transition in her life. And I was so proud of her because now she learned the power of no. Like, well, I'm not comfortable. Sometimes I have to be like, whoa.
And she's in a sweet spot, right? Because she's going to be a senior, she's going to go to college, and she's going to be a young adult in the world, and she already knows that.
Yeah.
How powerful is that?
It is.
Like, think about it, because we learned late.
Really late. I know. I wish no offense, but I wish our parents would have been like, listen, it's okay to say no.
You know what it is? That I want to say my mom is also that same person.
Yeah.
Like, she wants to please, and she does it with good intentions and a good heart, and she's the same way. And then we have conversations on this, and we were actually talking about this, and I'm just like, we're talking about different situations, and we're like, you have to be able to say no.
Yeah. My family used to say, you're the ay bendito person. And I was like, what does that mean? They're like, that you say ay bendito for everybody, and that's why you're always doing yes. And I was like, oh, you're right.
Ay bendito.
I do. Yeah. Bendito. So that for those who speak Spanish, that's like kind of like, oh, I feel so bad.
Poor thing.
Let me do it. Yeah.
Oh no, we can't be that.
No.
Ay bendito.
No more ay bendito person. No.
So, what would you suggest then for our listeners to
like learn not to be the yes person? So I think the key is knowing your worth, right? You are valuable no matter what, like whatever situation you're in, you're valuable, right? You don't have to lay down and let people walk all over you.
Yeah. Right?
It's the strength of, okay, this does not make me happy.
Yeah.
It does not benefit my family. It does not benefit me as a whole. So it's okay to say no.
Yeah.
It's okay to be like, you know what? Not right now. I can't do this right now. And if somebody's kind of like against you because you said no, then maybe it's time to reconsider.
Yeah.
Like your circle.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because, and like I said before, right, when I was the yes person to my family, and then when I started saying no, like no one was upset with me.
Yeah.
Why? Because they weren't expecting a yes all the time.
Yeah.
It was just that I was the yes person.
Yeah.
And especially when you back it up, right?
Yeah.
You say, I can't today, or that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like, can we figure something else out? Or finding a resolution, and that. Yeah. That's where you can come to a happy medium. If your friend, your family, your spouse, anybody, when you can communicate and be like, you know what, I just need a break.
Yeah, exactly. Don't feel guilty. Like I think my what I've learned, right, is when people put that guilt on you, the guilt is what causes somebody to say yes. Yeah. Right? Because then they're making you feel bad for saying no. Yeah. And then that's where you have to reconsider, like, okay, wait. If this person's making me feel this way, maybe I shouldn't have them in my circle, or maybe I have to have a real talk with them and be like, listen, you're going to respect me because I said no. Yeah. And if you can't, then we're going to have to talk about this friendship.
That's cleansing of the mind, I think, episode.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
You can go back and listen to that one. Exactly. But yeah, it's exactly that. Like, I think that it's funny because sometimes I think about like, how does this mom have so much time to do all of this? But then what we don't realize is that mom is probably not giving herself her time.
Exactly.
And not giving herself that hour to binge watch something, or like, I don't know, catch up on an episode of something, or, you know, giving herself a mani and a pedi, or like when everything is a rush. Like,
you feel drained. You feel drained, and it's not good for you. Like, I legit this past week, I did my mani, did my pedi, went to a massage. I was like, you know what, I'm taking today for me. But I felt so refreshed. I was like,
I went for mani, and you know how they tell you, oh, do you want a massage? Like, they give you a short massage. And I go, no, it's okay. And then he goes, no, you need one. And I go, oh, you can tell?
Yeah. You see, they know. They're like, I see it in your face. Like,
I was like, you can tell?
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah. And he starts massaging my shoulder, and I was like, thanks.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, I feel good. Okay, yeah, it's good. No, and it's very crucial. So, like, every 2 weeks, I do that for me. Like, I'm like, all right, I'm going to get my nails done.
Yeah.
And then I do my hair, like, I think it's every 3 to 4 weeks, you know?
Okay.
And it's just,
I do
it's
mine
my time.
like every 4 to 6 months.
No, but you have like, okay, guys, like, see, this is like dark Spanish hair. She has a mixture, I don't know, Spanish and like good hair. I don't know. You probably can air dry your hair. I cannot.
No, I cannot air dry my hair.
Oh, okay.
I mean, some people may think I can, but I don't like it air dried, but that's just me.
No, but like it's very crucial, right? So back to like being a doormat, like when people say like don't be a doormat, don't take it as they're hurting you, right? It's that somebody's seeing that you're overworking, right? You're doing so much for others and you're taking away from you.
Yeah.
You know, and I think the key
and that's a sign of being a doormat. Like when you're overworked, when you're doing everything for everybody else, when you're a yes person, when you are not putting your needs before anybody, and it's okay to put your needs, right?
Don't think you're being selfish.
You're not being selfish. So you have to look for those signs. Like if you feel drained, maybe find out what is draining you.
Yeah. And listen, for moms, right? It's okay to say no to your kid. Like, you know what I mean? In a moment, like we did talk about like stopping what you're doing and like being attentive to your kids.
Yeah.
But if you need that moment just to like unwind after you come home from work or it's been a long day for you, just tell them, no, not right now, but later I'll get to it.
Yeah.
And it's okay, because if not, it's gonna be like, you know, it's gonna be painful for you, because then you're gonna feel drained.
Yeah.
You're gonna feel overworked, overtired, and you're not gonna be a benefit to your family.
Yeah.
Like, you know, at the end of the day, right? You're gonna feel drained. And then you're gonna go to bed and you're gonna feel like, I accomplished nothing today.
And then your family, right? They're gonna feel neglect, or they're gonna feel like you were doing so much and not giving them the time of day, right? Yeah. Like, yes, you did feed them, you did bathe them, you did everything with them, but if you're not present and you're just doing because of the going through the motions, then it's not a value. It's not. It's like when you're
like a robot.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's no fun.
It's not. It's quality versus quantity.
Yeah.
I remember even my daughter's pediatrician, she said, take 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes, and just sit there one-on-one talking face-to-face with your child.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's
without the phone, without reading something, just having a conversation. And it's like 5-10 minutes. It's not a long time.
Yeah.
And just like giving them that full-on attention with nothing else around you, not while you're eating, not while you're doing something.
Yeah.
One-on-one, face-to-face.
Yeah. I like doing that at like nighttime.
Yeah.
Right before bed.
Whenever. But it's that one-on-one with you and your child, not mom and dad with one child. No, each child should have that with each parent, right?
Yeah, it's crucial.
It's having that conversation, and I can say I'm guilty of not doing this, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes you're going through the motions and you forget, but this is your reminder.
Yeah.
This is my reminder. This is Maritza's reminder.
Yeah.
Taking those minutes and moments, you know, not while you're driving and saying, how was your day at school? That's not enough.
No, because then they do it was good. Yeah. It was fine. It was good. It was good.
Oh my gosh, it's funny because my daughter will then tell me all the chisme.
Oh my goodness,
the drama, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, so much drama.
Yeah, it's so funny.
The sass.
No, but it's important. It really is. Like, so typical, right? Women are the heart of the home. Yeah. Right? And they, you know, they say the men's the head, right? In that aspect, right? So being the heart means, yes, you have to be loving, you have to be nurturing, right? But you have to also do that to yourself. You have to love yourself, you have to nurture yourself, right? In order to be a benefit to your family. Yeah. Benefit to your home, benefit to the people that you work with, benefit to others, right? Because even at work, right? You might be that yes person at work where they know, oh, we can go to so-and-so and she'll do the paperwork. Yeah. You know, or she'll get that errand done, or she'll do this, or this person will do that. So start saying no. If you feel like they're draining you at work, no, guys, I have other errands I need to do, or I have a deadline for this. Like, it's okay. You know, like, don't let them walk all over you because they see you as that yes person. Like, for me, like, I see, and this, you know, I don't know how somebody will take this, but if you're a doormat, then you're giving them a weakness. Like, you're showing them a weakness. Yeah. Right? Versus when you say no more, now you're stepping into your strength. Yeah. Now you're showing them, like, I am not that person. Mm-hmm. You will not walk over me. You will not control me. Yeah. You know, like, I now am taking control. Yeah. And my voice is going to be heard. Absolutely. Like, I need to start taking care of me for my mental state of mind, for my health, for my family, right? Because if you're always saying yes, now you're staying at work late, right? And that takes away from your home. So if you're taking away from your home, by the time you come home, the kids are already shower bathed, about to go to bed. Yeah. So you missed that opportunity. And listen, it's a small window to be with your kids, guys. Like, I am not going to lie to you. I'm a little sad. Next year, my daughter's a senior.
Oh my gosh, I can't.
And
then you're going to have a new high school.
Yeah, so it'll legit be her graduating next year and my middle one graduating from middle school going to high school. So it's like, when they say it goes by fast, it really goes by fast. Because I remember just holding her like a baby.
That's not a lie.
It's not.
It's crazy.
You know, and then are you going to be upset, you know what I mean, that you had all this time to be home with your kids, and now that they're about to go out the door, now you're trying to be like, oh my gosh, I want to do this with you. And then by the time they're like, I'm good, I want to go be with my friends.
I've realized that recently, like, especially, like, I think that if anything, COVID has taught us. COVID has taught us to be present. Yes. COVID has taught us a new life, a style of life, right?
It forced you to be with your family.
Working from home. You either love your family or you don't.
Exactly. You learn that.
You learn that. And I learned that I love my family, obviously. Me too. But I learned that I wanted to be home more. Yeah. Like, you know, so things have changed. I've made shift personally because I want that. I want to be able to pick up my daughter from school. I want to be able to make something for her. I'm memories. Not a cook, but, you know, I want to try.
Yeah. And it's about the memories, right? Yeah. So, like, I've learned now, like, seeing my parents get older, I literally tell my husband all the time, I'm like, look, I just want memories for my kids. Yeah. So they can be around my parents, his parents. Like, that to me is crucial now because it's like, you really do see time going.
Yeah. I think that also losing my grandmother this year, it's a roller coaster of emotions, right? Yeah. But I think also a lot of times it was busy.
That's what it is. You just keep saying yes.
And then she's like, you know, needed to go to some place. And yes, I did take her to a lot of places and a lot of appointments and things like that. But now that she's gone, it's like, I didn't have enough time.
Yeah, you miss it.
For her.
You miss it.
I didn't have enough time. There was many times I did say no. Yeah. And that affects you. Yeah. Because it goes by fast.
It does. So this is where I think we're trying to say to you guys, like, right, prioritize. Prioritize your yeses, prioritize your nos. Like, what is of value to you? Like, what is valuable for you to say yes to? And then what can you kind of distinguish, like, you know what? I could say no to this because it's going to take away from something that's more important.
I can say no to this birthday party, or I can say no to this barbecue. Yeah. I don't have to go to that PTA meeting. Yeah. I don't have to go there. Write a list of what is number one priority for you. What is second? Write a list. Yeah. I mean, I think lists are helpful. If it's not helpful, then do something, right? Like,
listen, I'm going to say prioritize your health, number one, right? Yeah. Because I feel like a lot of women, right? They do so much and then they don't take care, like, health-wise. Like, working out, go. You have a story?
No. It's like, no. But it's like on the plane. What do they tell you to do first?
Yeah, put your mask on.
Put your mask on.
Yep.
Put your breathing mask on first, and then help the other. Because if you can't breathe, you can't help your kids.
Pass out in the middle of putting it on.
Yeah, and then there's two people. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the reality of it. You have to be able to breathe. You have to be able to take care of yourself.
It's crucial.
You have to be able to feed yourself, alimentarte, like everything. Because you can't do the rest if you don't take care of yourself.
And it's hard too, right? Being a mom if you have multiple kids, right? So
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, no, you have one. You're it's a blessing, right? But like with multiple kids, the kids are doing sports.
Yeah.
They're in different activities.
I don't know how parents do that. Maybe that's another topic for
another day. But it's
how do you split your time? But anyways,
you gotta figure it out. Trust me. I mean, right now, right? Like I'm blessed because they both do volleyball. Yeah. You know, but now they all are like, oh, I think I want to dance next year, and I'm like, oh gosh, okay. I'm like, we gotta make sure it's close to where everything else is. But you know, you don't want to say no to that, right? Yeah. Because it's your kids.
Yeah.
So that you have to kind of make a priority.
Yeah.
You know, because if they're asking you that they want to do soccer, volleyball, baseball, so whatever it is, I think that's a good yes, right? Because you're instilling in them teamwork, you know, you're instilling in them that you have to work hard.
Yeah.
In order to be able to get on the field to play, you know what I mean? And if you say no to them, then you're kind of keeping them away from something that can make them stronger as an adolescent, you know? So it's just like those things, right? But being multiple, like, right? I have 3 girls. Like sometimes my daughters all want to hang out with their friends at the same time. So I start prioritizing. I'm like, no, like you can hang out with your friend this weekend. You could be next weekend, because if not, then who's the maniac running around? Me.
Yeah.
And when I have one friend that, like, you know, one of my girls has friends like 40 minutes away from here.
Oh.
So I'm like, oof, no, that's like a whole weekend. Like yours is going to be one weekend.
Yeah.
And then my other one, like local. Like I'm like, all right, yeah. Like this is easier. Yeah. But like it's okay to prioritize.
Yeah, it's okay to certain things, right?
Yeah.
It's okay
and date night.
Oh yeah.
Make that a priority. It is literally okay, people, to tell your kids, no, mom and dad going on date night. You guys are staying home with the babysitter.
And if you are alone too, date night, date yourself.
Yes.
It's
take yourself. Yes.
Yeah. Take
out
yourself
to dinner.
Out to, have a cocktail.
Movie,
if you like that.
Yeah. Movies.
Watch a movie.
Go for walks. I love walking. I really do, guys. Like this is very corny, but I always tell my husband, like, let's go walking. And he looks at me, he's like, okay. And I'm like, no, I just love it. Because
my husband always asks, and I'm just like,
you know what it is? It's a good time, right? There's no electronics. You're just walking, talking, seeing nature. Like, I love it. It's true.
Every time I end up doing it, well, now he knows, right?
You see? There you go. She said yes.
I do enjoy it, right? Because we do spend time, we laugh, we joke around. We usually take our daughter because
and it's good. And you make it a family thing, it's even better, right? Because you're teaching your kids. Like we found a park close to us, right? And we went by ourselves first to kind of check it out. And now we're like, ooh, we can take the girls. Like the girls bring their bikes. Like it's just something quality time.
Yeah.
Like I feel like right now everyone's so consumed on their phones and work that you're missing out on crucial things. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're scrolling, and your kid's there, your husband's there, like family's over, and people are like, hello, like we're here.
Yeah.
Like, what about us?
So that's one thing at our house. Like, good. We've done it before. We've done a bucket. Give me your phone. Because it's like, you came to my house to spend time with me, then why are you on your phone? Like, that's,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
It's there's nothing like. One day I went out with a friend, and I was like, I come back home and I was talking to my husband about it, and I was just like, oh, it's so nice because they're not always on their phone.
Yeah.
Like it's different, right?
Yeah.
When you're both not on the phone,
it's
or
great.
it's like, it really does.
Yeah.
It's a nice thing because then you're present.
Yeah.
You know, like I went to Florida to visit my best friend last year, and I don't think we got in a lot of pictures because we were
good,
just
though. You're catching
present.
up.
Yeah, like we're catching up, and we're present in our, you know, togetherness and you know, our kids and everything, and it was good. It was nice, you know, and that's what's important here. It's, you know, to just like reiterate, I guess, everything.
Yeah.
When you're feeling bogged down,
make a list. Like, just make a list of what it is that you feel like is making you feel that way, right? Because it's crucial, right? You have to understand your emotion. Yeah. Right? If you're feeling fatigued.
That sometimes people don't realize.
Yeah.
Because they're so in the moment.
They're on go. They're on go. As soon as they wake up, it's go, 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 go. Like, so my husband has this thing where he sees me and I'm on the go mode, and he'll literally grab me by my shoulders and he'll be like, hello, how are you? How was your day? And he'll slow me down. I'm like, oh, hi, I'm good. You know, and it's one of those.
You need that.
I do, because I'm always like, okay, what do we got to do next? What do we got to do next?
Yeah.
You know?
She needs that.
I do.
From here, she's running off somewhere else. Yeah. But it's just like, she needs that. She needs that moment to just be like.
Yeah. I'm here. Okay.
How are you? I'm here. Like, if you ever come to one of her parties, it's just like she's everywhere.
I'm spiraling. I'm running, because I'm trying to make sure everybody's good.
Yeah.
Right? But that's my personality. I am a nurturer. Like, I like to make sure everyone's good, everyone's having a good time, like, you know, stuff like that. But my husband's very crucial about, like, okay, pause. Give me a hug. Yeah. Like, how are you? Are you okay? Do you need anything? And I'm like, oh, no, I'm good. You know, and and I think it stems from, honestly, my mom. Yeah. She was that person. Like, she'd run around, do so much, So it's almost like I've taught myself, like, okay, she was always tired. Like, I don't want to always be tired. Like, exactly. I need to slow down and say, no, it's okay. Like, I'm okay being here with my kids, you know?
And that's what it is. You don't want to then be empty nesters.
Yes. And not know your husband.
No.
Oh, that would be bad, right?
Yeah.
Because then I feel like if you're so focused on your kids and the schools and what they're doing, when they leave, then you find yourself with, now what? You know what I mean? Like, who am I, first of all? Because if you think you're just a mom, you're not, guys. You really are not. Like,
you're a friend to someone. You're a wife, a girlfriend, whatever.
Exactly. You were somebody before you became a mom. Mm-hmm. Like, don't lose that. Like, I feel like in these, like, last few years, I'm, like, refinding myself again, because I was always just like,
we should always be finding ourselves, right? Because we evolve, we change. We should always do a health check.
Yes.
Check on yourself, see what is bogging you down, see what is
try new things.
Try new things. Yeah. See if you like it. If you don't like it, you know, it's just making sure that you're good.
Yeah.
And your household is good.
Yes.
Because if you're good, then your household will be good.
Yeah.
You know, the dirty laundry, you don't have to get to that today. Yeah. You know, if you can skip that and go out for a walk with your kids, or go out for a walk by yourself. You know, it's just,
I feel like it's crucial. Know who you are, right? Know who you are, understand who you want to be.
Yeah.
Right? Set goals for yourself. And it's really okay to put pause and say no. Don't just lay there and just be like, well, it is what it is. This is how I was raised. Like, my mom and my grandma always said yes. No.
We don't have to repeat
break the chains, people.
Yeah. We don't have to be our moms. We don't have to be our grandmothers. obviously there's always going to be something that reminds us of them.
Yes.
Or when you start regañando your kids.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, oh.
I sounded like my mom.
Yeah. But it's okay. It's
yeah.
okay to change, break the chain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think hopefully what you got from this episode is you're stronger than you realize.
Yep.
Right? You have the strength to say no, stand up, and just say, like, not today.
Yeah.
You know, not today. I just can't. Put yourself.
Today, Satan.
Yeah, that's right. Put yourself first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, I think it was scripture where, you know, Jesus said, pick up your mat and walk.
Yeah.
To the right? So it's almost like that. Like, pick up your mat, people. Like, that's it. You're not laying there.
Yeah.
You're not paralyzed, right? You can say no. You can stand up. You can walk off and take time for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's today's episode.
Yes.
Pick up your mat.
Yes.
I think is going to be the title.
Yes. Pick up your mat. You are not a doormat.
You're not a doormat. Thank you guys for joining us.
We appreciate you guys for listening, following us, and liking us on Instagram and social media. And just, you know, make sure to
write us comments.
Yes.
Write us comments. We want to
and we want to interact with you guys.
Yes.
We want to talk with you guys. So, and if you want to be a guest on our show, please comment below. We'd love to talk with you.
take care. Bye. Guys.